So, Noah, thank you for taking the time to chat with us today. I think the first question should be, how are you doing after the few months of the injury?
Yeah, no, really well. Progressing really, really well. So hopefully it won't be too long till I'm out there. And first of all, for me, just to say a massive thank you to everyone at the club. From the chairman down, it's been obviously in a tough period for me, the first month or so after doing it. And obviously up until now, really, it's obviously been really hard work and stuff. The chairman, everyone at the club, the previous coaching staff, the current coaching staff have been amazing. All the boys kept me in the loop and stuff, made me feel really part of it, which has been tough at times, obviously not playing and stuff. So, the chairman couldn't have done enough for me, all the staff, everyone. So it's been, I'm extremely thankful for that. And sure, we'll get onto it, but I need to repay that now, and hopefully when I'm back, that's what I'll be doing.
We put a post out on social media just earlier in the week for some fan questions. I think the overwhelming question was, how is the recovery going?
No, really well. Really, really well. It's getting to a point now where I'm not far away from seeing the grass again, which is good. Hopefully next week or the week after that, I'll be out on the grass doing some running. I've been running in the gym, treadmill and stuff, so knee's fine. Good as can be. It's probably stronger than the other one now, which is good. So, it's getting there. It's getting there. It was pretty slow at the start, but hopefully soon I'll be out on the grass, and then I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, which is good.
Can you tell us a little bit about what the injury exactly was? And we've all heard it's an ACL, but just the details of it. Yeah,
it was a bit more complex than that, to be fair. It was obviously I tore my ACL, and then I also ruptured my meniscus and my medial ligament as well, which is pretty much the whole knee, I think, as far as I'm aware. So it was a slightly different recovery to a normal ACL. I couldn't put any pressure on my leg for the first month. I couldn't bend it past 90 degrees for the first 6 weeks. So it was really slow at the start, and as you can imagine, it was tough to do anything. Obviously, shout out to my family and my girlfriend and stuff for the early stages, for looking after me in them times when it was really tough to do anything. So I think they're the parts of injuries that people maybe don't see. How tough it is actually just living normal life is something I never imagined having to go through. So that was the start of it, and then just from then it's just been about building up the knee, building up the strength in just my leg, because it's crazy how quick. I've never had big legs. I've always had little chicken legs, to be fair, but it's mad how quickly you lose the muscle. So it's just been about building that back up, and now progressing onto jumps and progressing to running, and hopefully soon running outside and kicking a football.
Take us back to the day that it happened. Did you know straight away that it was quite a bad one? And how did that happen? Yeah,
it was. I think it was the Thursday before a Saturday game. I think we had Aberdeen, and it was pretty innocuous. I think a lot of people say similar with injuries like this. It wasn't a big crunching tackle. It was just a clash of knees. I went down and heard like a kind of crack, pop, crunch, bit of everything. It weren't nice. And I thought, it wasn't particularly painful, but I thought that's not right. Obviously, being a Thursday with the game Saturday, I was trying to walk it off and get back into training, but my knee thought it was going to just snap in half. So I thought I'd probably give it a miss for today, and hopefully it'll settle. But then it just wasn't getting any better. So I went down for a scan in Edinburgh the day after, and then got told from the scan that evening that it was pretty much the worst kind of possible news. I'd kind of brainwashed myself all day to thinking that I was going to be fine and I was going to play on the Saturday. So when I got the news, it was obviously, heart just sank really. But it's one of them things.
Is it the first time you've had like a long-term injury like this in your career, even when you were younger?
Yeah. I've never, obviously, people always used to say, I've had injuries and stuff, and I'd say touch wood, like never really had anything. I've never really missed a game. So this is obviously, it was a real new experience for me in that sense. I've probably missed a game for a little ankle injury, or a game, I think one time I hurt my shoulder, but that was it, one game, and then I was fine. So this has been a complete new experience for me. It's one of them things that you never want to happen as a footballer, but it's happened, something I can't affect. So all it is now is how I come back from it. So yeah.
Did it take a little bit of time to accept that was the case and you were going to be out for that length of time?
Yeah, it was the first night. The first night was obviously a tough night, having heard it. Didn't get much sleep. Was just researching everyone that had done their ACL in the past, how they'd come back, how they'd recovered. It was good reading, to be fair, for me, and it was especially recently how many people have done it and how many people have come back and, you know, got to their level that they were before and surpassed it, which is obviously the goal. Like, obviously Van Dijk recently done his ACL, used the same surgeon as me, and he's flying now, obviously, as you can see. Works at Liverpool as well. So there's a lot of players, so many examples of players that people you didn't even know that have done it and come back and not looked any different. So yeah, that was good reading, because it kind of put my mind at ease, and I knew that I had a good surgeon and had good people around me, my family and stuff, that, you know, I'd be fine, come back from it absolutely fine. So yeah.
The surgeon and the general surgery, I guess, how quickly did that happen then after the initial prognosis?
Yeah, it was a complete whirlwind of a 4 or 5 day period, to be honest. I did it on the Thursday and then went for my scan on the Friday. Found out that that it was what it was Friday night, and then Saturday got in contact with Andy Williams via my agent, who Andy Williams is kind of well renowned to be at the top kind of knee ligament surgeon. Don't know if you watched we were speaking about earlier, the James Maddison video. He'd done his surgery, so I know I was in safe hands with that. So thankfully I managed to get in with him. So then, yeah, Saturday packed up the house, Monday flew. Got there Tuesday to see that the knee was all right to operate on, operated Wednesday. So it was just every single day was a bit of a whirlwind going back to that time. And then obviously the week or two after that was a bit of hell. Yeah, now it's just feels like years ago.
Yeah.
Distant memory now. So which is obviously a good thing, because it shows I'm getting near to the end.
You mentioned some of the players that have had similar injuries. Thinking back even to his time here, Alex Samuel went through an ACL as well. Was he a big part in helping you try and get through those kind of early steps?
Yeah, he was a big help early on. I think I came to the Aberdeen game on a Saturday, and I was kind of sat there, obviously, first time I'd seen the boys since the news, so kind of holding back tears with every word. You know what I mean? Just with how it went, and Al was just a massive help. Just kind of sat next to him for the whole game, so I don't think he played. And he was just reassuring me how, well, we all know Al's got the biggest arse in football and the biggest legs, so he's come back and you look at his legs and think he's never had any injury in his life. So he's doing great now. So he's said he had no issues with it afterwards. So that's obviously positive for me. And it was just little things like he just said, beware of this straight after surgery and make sure you do this. Just a few little tips and pointers that obviously really helped me in the couple of weeks after the surgery.
And the stages of recovery as well. You've done some of it here at the club. You've been in Portugal doing some parts. I think you're going to St George's Park next week as well. So you've kind of been all around, I guess, doing different bits. Yeah,
it's just been really nice to get changes of scenery and stuff. Initially I had the surgery in London and obviously couldn't travel, so I was back at home. Just my dad stayed with me. He wanted me to mention him because he was wet nursing me for the first 6 weeks. So he stayed down with me, and he was obviously a massive help cooking for me and getting me in the shower and that, because as I say, I could hardly move.
Yeah.
So he was a massive help. And then from then I went to Portugal, because that's where my family live. So it was lovely to be with them for 6 weeks or so, getting the sun, things like that helped, like being in the pool and stuff, just really, really helped. And then I came back here, and as you say, I've been to and from home, just to St George's Park, which is a really, obviously it's where England are based, where England train. It's just a really good facility with top physios that just give you different eyes into how you're doing and different little things to focus on. So then when I come back here, I'm refreshed and I've got different things to maybe look at, and they have the state of the art testing, so I know exactly where I'm at. So I'm going there next week, where they'll get the testing done, and if all's good, which it seems to be from the testing I've done here, then like I say, I'll be out on the grass when I return. So it's really exciting. Just can't wait.
Is that something that's set up from the club here, or is that set up through the surgeons as part of the kind of full recovery process?
It's set up through the English PFA, to be fair. Okay. That's something that they offer, which is really good. Really, really good setup. So it's a week of training with top physios and a state of the art facility. So it's something that I've really utilised. Last time I went, I was down there with Josh Reed and Ryan Leake, so it's something that I think you'd be silly not to utilise, yeah.
Yeah, of course. You've mentioned before that your family's based in Portugal, you said it there as well. The fact that you can go away and kind of almost reset while still going through the recovery stages in such a lovely part of the world as well must have been a big boost.
No, massive. I was out there for maybe 6 weeks or so. I was having a physio out there and using a gym out there that's really, really good. So I couldn't have been in a better place to start my rehab there, so that when I came back here, they were like, okay, we know you've been handled well, we know you're in a good position. And like I said earlier, it was thanks to the coaching staff at the time, obviously not here with us, not here anymore. But they were really, really good with it and kind of let me book things in. Like I went to Dubai a couple of weeks ago with my girlfriend, just let me book things like that in just for things to look forward to and just to make the time go, because it's not a nice place to be as a place I've been here at times, just counting the days away, just until you can play football again. So yeah, it's been a big help, that.
I guess that's the kind of mental and emotional hurdles that come with this injury that a lot of people won't really see when things are away from the park.
Yeah. No, exactly. It's been the toughest part of it. Has been exactly that. Once I'm in the training ground and once I'm with the boys, it's not business as usual, because I have most of my fun out on the football pitch playing with them. But being in and around them in the canteen and in the gym and the physio room, it's just that is a massive help, and it's thanks to the boys, because obviously there's a lot of turnaround from last year with the new players, so they could have come in and not knowing many of them, it might have been obviously tough for me to interact with them and stuff. But it's been really easy, and it's a great group of lads, and yeah, I'm sure it will turn around on the pitch in terms of results very soon, because the work that they put in and stuff.
I guess the timing of the injury as well would have been another frustrating factor. It felt like you'd really settled into the team, hit a really good run of form individually and even the team collectively as well. And then obviously the way that the season ended, it must have been tough to watch, the fact you couldn't help out in the park.
Yeah, again, that was really, really tough. It was terrible timing for the club, for the team, in terms of, like you say, we'd just started to, we'd been really good really since kind of December. Up until that point, we'd maybe lost one or two before that, and we hadn't played great, so we were thinking, all right, we need to kind of get back going here. And but we had ourselves in a really good position. And like you say, personally, I felt like I was just getting better week to week. Felt really comfortable. Was really, really enjoying my football. So yeah, it's just for me now about getting back to that when I get back, which I'm very confident I'll do pretty quickly. But it was obviously frustrating for the club, obviously how it ended up going. On the bright side for me personally, it's never a good time to get a long-term injury. But in terms of, I then obviously went to summer. So I had that 7-8 week period of not playing a game, but no one was playing a game. Yeah. So it kind of feels like I've not missed as much. By the time the boys started the new season, I'd 4 months down the line type thing. So all going well, I'll have a good chunk of this season to put my stamp on it and really influence it. So that's a positive for me.
You mentioned a lot of changes at the club during the summer, obviously the relegation, big turnover of players, and more recently a change in the management team as well. How is that, those changes compared to, before maybe at Colchester you've seen player turnovers, change in the management, when you've been available and fit and playing, compared to when you've been kind of away at the side, not being able to get involved as much as you'd like?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I've had a career where the turnover has been quite substantial, quite frequently at clubs with managers and things, which is never a good sign, an indication of how a team's doing. But yeah, it's something that I'm quite used to, which isn't a good thing, like I say. But yeah, it was different in terms of you get to know the new people and you get to know the new management team just from being with them on the training pitch and things. And again, that's really, really testament to the gaffer that's come in here and all the coaching staff. Obviously, I played against the gaffer last year, and I think from that he knows what I can do, because I had a few good games against them.
I scored a couple of goals against them as well.
So yeah, he mentioned that straight away. When the first day he got the job, he called me straight away, which was massive for me, because it's something that I could easily be put to the side, in terms of like, you're an injured player, you're not really affecting us right now. He could easily have pushed me to the side, but he's been really, really open with me, speaking to me constantly, just giving me that confidence and that kind of, I mean, I've got a real hunger and desire to get back and to get back to the levels that I was at, but he's given me even more in terms of just having them chats with him where he's really, you can see how excited he is to have me back. Just makes me want to work even harder and get back even quicker. So yeah.
Yeah, I think you were a topic of conversation at press this week, and he openly spoke about during his time at Dundee that you were a player that was identified to, that if you were given space, you would really hurt opposition. But he spoke about the fact getting to know you as a person has actually, been a real pleasure as well.
To say that, yeah.
Yeah, so getting to know him and Callum as well with those kind of constant messages coming in must have been a real boost as well while all this is kind of going on.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like I say, it's just nice to get to know them on a personal level in terms of, like I said, they've not just put me to the side. They want my input. They've asked me countless times what I think can be done to help us to be better. So it's not like you're not playing. You're not going to input anything. They've as soon as he came in, first chat we had was, what do you think we can do to improve? What do you think we can, from the outside looking in, which I'm obviously open to giving my input to that. So it's been great. Even with Cowell, I didn't cross him last year, but straight away, first time I spoke to him, he was, like I say, excited to get me back fit and to get working with me, and same for me. I can't wait to get back working with them, because the gaffer's got a real track record of working with players like myself, forward players, and taking them to another level. So that's what hopefully I'll be doing.
Do you feel like you're going to come back potentially mentally stronger after this hurdle, going through it, and trying to translate that back into creating the form you had before the injury?
No, definitely. There's always ups and downs in football, ones that you can and ones that you can't affect. I've had plenty in my short young career, but yeah, this is obviously one that couldn't be affected, and one that all I could do was react to it. I've got every confidence that I will be back to, not to the previous levels, to levels higher than that, because of the work I've done up until now. I'm not leaving a stone unturned in getting back fit and getting back to where I want to be. Sorry, I'm getting cold. It's just one of them. It's just, I couldn't be more excited to get back playing, just because, I'm just excited for all of the hard work that's been put in to come to the fore, and it's a really exciting time.
Is it difficult to balance that excitement and patience, I guess, as well, considering there's still a few steps to go in the recovery? Yeah,
no, exactly. It's getting to that point now where I will need to hold myself back a little bit in terms of just being open and honest with the physios, because there is obviously a timeline with an injury like this. It's 9 months, kind of 8 months at best, 9 months, 10 months is apparently the sweet spot in terms of letting the knee heal. Because obviously, no matter how good I feel, there's things happening in my body that are still recovering. So, I think 10 months is the realistic time frame. It's just about having good dialogue with the physios, just to say, I know you feel all right, but just hold back, just because there'd be nothing worse than coming back and having niggles in my groin, hamstring, calf or something. That's what I want to avoid. I want to come back and be as robust as I was before. So it's about rushing but not rushing, and just finding that line where I don't want to rush back and then have further problems down the line. So, but the physios have been great with that. So it's just about just speaking to each other and making sure that I'm ready and they're ready to let me come back.
We had a question that came in about, is there an anxiousness when you're eventually going to go back involved with the first team squad, back out in the grass and working with them again? But I guess that could potentially come at any step of the recovery when you are moving on to the next one.
It's been like that every step, to be fair. And then once you take that step, you're like, oh, what was I worried about? I remember doing my first jump to a box jump, and the box was that high. And I said, nah, that looks like Mount Everest. I can't do that. And then just jumped on it and completely fine. Same with every single step of the rehab, really. When they say you need to do this at first, it's like, because I've had a major surgery and the knee's thinks, well, we shouldn't do that. But as soon as you do it, it's just muscle memory. So football is just going to be like riding a bike, hopefully. So once I'm back and once I get that first few touches of the ball and nutmeg Reedy for the first time, then I'm sure I'll be all good.
Have you been setting small like goals and steps, I guess, in the recovery that you're looking to achieve to just keep you going during this?
Not massively, to be fair. It's just taking it day by day. It's just a case of I've got my end goal, which is pretty obvious, which is just to get back and to get back playing. So it's just been a case of I don't want to set goals and then you don't hit them, and then because it's something that I still can't massively affect. Obviously, the work I put in. If your knee feels sore one morning or it's a bit swollen or something, then you can't. It's not right to push through that, like I say, because I don't want to rush the process. So it's just a case of taking it how it feels, kind of day by day. But thankfully, for the last kind of month, 2 months, it's just been really, really progressing. So hopefully that continues.
I think the manager's spoken about potentially January as you could be one of the best new signings he's almost looking at. Is that the kind of time frame you're looking to potentially just get back involved and potentially see you back out on the grass?
Yeah, definitely. That's been the goal from the start, has been that. January is kind of, I think, where it's the sweet spot in terms of they're saying that'll be more towards 10 months, which is obviously a good time to come back. And for me, it's just, for me, it will feel like I've signed in January, and then think of signings that happen in January. They've got so much time from then to the end of the season to impact how the season goes. So that's what I'll be planning to do.
You've had maybe a bit more spare time to explore the Highlands. How much have you enjoyed that?
Yeah, no, I love it up here, to be fair. Really enjoyed it. Last year was, obviously it was a big change for me coming from somewhere I'd lived my whole life to up here.
How does it compare?
Very different.
Yeah.
Very different. The accents for one. But it's a beautiful place. I've really enjoyed it. I've been going in the Loch Ness for a little bit of ice water on the knee and stuff, which has been good. Couldn't get that back home. So it's been really enjoyable.
We had a question, what is your favourite thing about the Highlands? I guess Loch Ness and the cold water swimming might be that.
What's my favourite thing? I don't know, actually. I think it's a real nice kind of vibe in terms of nice people. We've got time for everyone. And just in terms of, I feel like everyone, football-wise, is in the same boat. We're all up, probably a little bit away from the family. So it really brings a close-knit between the boys. Days off, we're out for lunch and we're going to the gym together and things. So it's, it's just been a really good time up here.
Has that been quite a change then, I guess, from your time maybe down south at Colchester, that because you are so far away, everyone is so tight-knit? Is it a different kind of atmosphere than what you've experienced before? Yeah, no, definitely. Just from that, really. Everyone's close-knit and everyone is so tight, like you say. I think for me I just really, really enjoyed my football last year, and I think it was also down to, like you say, the place. It was just football. I've always been that way, but there was no discussions of anything else. It was get home, recover, football for training the next day, and on days off doing things to, like you say, recover for the next game. And I think it was just got into a real rhythm and routine of that, which I really enjoyed. So yeah. We'll just end on our T-Bar talk as our quick fire questions. So we always start off with quite a difficult one. If you were to do a come down with me night, so you've got your three guests, your starter, main and dessert, and your entertainment, what would they be? So I have to choose start. And I'm cooking? Yes. Are you a good cook? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Ask my girlfriend. She likes my cooking, it's good. Okay. I don't know I've never cooked a starter in my life. I'd probably just do halloumi. Fair. Just halloumi, nice and easy. And then main, I would go for, I can't go halloumi again. Like a chicken and chorizo paella, like a kind of little rice bowl. Nice, yeah. It's nice. And then dessert would just be, I just probably get a sticky toffee pudding from M&S. Can't beat that. Yeah, can't beat that. Guess it can be anyone dead or alive, sporting, any walk of life. How many is that? How many? Three. Ronaldo. Cristiano or the Brazilian? Cristiano, yeah, obviously. Ronaldo, Rooney. I'll probably make it all football, yeah. Probably. Actually, no, I bring Ricky Gervais. It's a good Good lineup. And what would the entertainment be?
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, just to stand up. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Since it's a little bit topical just now, teammates who would be the best on the traitors, both as a traitor and faithful.
We played it quite a lot last year. Played at Wolf,
yeah,
on away trips. Jordan White's quite good, to be fair.
Is he?
Yeah, he was good last year. Good traitor. Good Wolf, sorry. Traitor, actually, yeah. And then good faithful.
I guess who would you trust?
I think all the boys would want to be a traitor, though.
Aye.
So I don't think anyone would want to be a faithful. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
To say.
Teammate who would be best on Strictly?
I don't think many of the boys have got anything about them, to be fair. I'd go with Axe. I'm sure he's got something in there. Akil.
Fair. Have you got any nicknames?
Just call me Chili.
Yeah. Best player you've played with?
Best player I've played with? It's tough, that. Probably big in terms of bigger names. Played with Freddie Sears when he come back to Colchester. Obviously had a really good career. Young lad. I played with Junior Chamadou. He's now playing for Stoke.
Oh, okay.
Very good. He'll wouldn't be surprised to see him carry on going, be in the Prem soon. I wouldn't be surprised with that. He's got everything really.
Best player you played against?
Elliot Anderson. It's a topical one now because everyone's like, oh, he's a good player, but I played against him in League 2 3-4 years ago.
Because he was Bristol Rovers, wasn't it?
Yeah, said to. If you ask my mates, they'll say, to be fair, I've been saying that for years. He was top, and I was saying that at the time. I said he's probably the best I've played. And now everyone's going to think, oh, he's just saying that because he played for England. But no, he was good.
Fair enough. Best moment in your career so far?
Probably when I was young, scored the winning penalty for Colchester against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup. Took the 5th penalty, which I think everyone was a bit surprised about. I was only 18 at the time, but that's probably up there. And then probably my last game for Colchester, when I scored and we stayed up on the last day, was a good one as well.
That penalty was at Selhurst Park.
Yeah, Selhurst Park,
that must have been a bit daunting, I guess, walking up.
Yeah, it was, to be fair. I kind of started walking up and thought, oh, why did I choose the 5th pen? But no, it was one of them. I think I was so kind of young and fresh to it. I didn't feel anything, really. Yeah. I didn't kind of feel any kind of... Obviously, I was going to be nervous, but I was more nervous standing there waiting for it to happen than actually walking for it to happen, if you know what I mean. I was actually surprisingly felt all right doing it.
Your family in the stand for that game?
No, they weren't actually. No, they missed that one.
Fair enough. What's your go-to initiation song?
I think I sung America by Razorlight when I was here, but I don't know why I sung that. Just wanted to do something different because everyone goes for a basic one. But next time, I might sing one when I'm back because I feel like I said, I'm a new signing.
Yeah.
Might sing Excuse Me Miss, Chris Brown.
Fair enough. What's the best initiation you've heard? Anyone here had a good one, or are they?
One of the boys at Colchester did the Haka, New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
From New Zealand he was, which was obviously quite cool.
Yeah.
But no, none of the boys here had anything. I don't think. I think one of the boys this year was good apparently, but I can't remember who. And I wasn't there. So
fair enough. And well, there could be a list of the boys here, I guess. Now, what's the worst initiation you've heard?
Oh, the worst. I did one with, I think it was me, Ronan, and someone else did it last year. And they were poor. I can't remember what one it was. They're all bad, to be fair. Yeah. It's a tough experience, because it's awkward for you doing it, but it's also awkward for the people watching because you're just like second-hand embarrassment, especially if you catch eyes with them. So it is tough for everyone. Of course, and
involved. I guess sometimes you're not in just like the room yourselves as well. Sometimes it's going to be more public, and it's a bit odd. It's
a tough experience. I think Geordie and Missa did one last year, and he was it's a lot of second-hand embarrassment going on with that one.
Fair enough. Fair. Favourite TV show?
I actually thought about this yesterday because I thought, this kind of question they're asking on podcasts. It's tough. I like Prison Break at the start, obviously the first few seasons.
Yeah.
It's actually really tough. There's so many. Can't think.
Fair enough. Favourite film?
Great Showman.
Good shout. Favourite holiday destination?
Portugal.
One thing you wish you enjoyed more?
Football, 7 months ago.
That's a fair shout. Have you got a favourite bit of football memorabilia?
I haven't really got anything, no.
Do you collect anything like from?
I want to start. I want to start doing it. Well, it's just one of them things that I think you think, oh, I should have done that. Like when we played Palace that day, I should have tried harder to get one of the big dogs' shirts.
Of course.
We played Tottenham in the next round, and I got Victor Wanyama's shirt. To be fair,
it's not a bad one,
but it wasn't one of the big boys that day. So, but no, I've not really got anything.
Fair enough. I'll just end it. Favourite cocktail?
Oh, strawberry daiquiri, frozen.
See, that's a good way to end it. Perfect. Noah, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
No, thanks for having me.